Have you ever started a diet and a workout plan? You've given your best and now it's time to weigh in. So you're keeping your fingers crossed and stepping on the scale, hoping and guessing that you would lose weight. What if there was a different way? What even before you step into the weighing scale, you know for sure that you're going to lose that weight and you're using that weighing scale just to reassure you that you're going on the right track? How awesome would that be, right? Before we get there, I just want to give a quick introduction for all people who are joining us newly in this channel. My name is Neela Tyagarajan and my weight loss journey began after I moved to the US from India. After losing 46 kgs of my body weight and maintaining that for a couple of years, I realized that I've been put through this journey to help busy working mothers like you who moved from India to a foreign soil to lead their life, not only lose their weight for good but also get back their teen energy, body and confidence without having to give up the traditional Indian foods that you grew up with, because that's exactly how I lost my weight. So once I lost all that weight and I've started maintaining that weight, I went and looked back at patterns, because success leaves clues. So I went and looked back as to what exactly was it that got me to not only lose those 46 kgs but to maintain that for good. And I realized that I had a nutrition pattern in place, and I said, okay, this is the time when I'm going to test it out just to ensure that it's not just by luck that I've lost the weight, but actually there is a protocol that not only gives me results but to anyone that follows. So I tested that out on several hundred clients, like actually 300 clients of mine. I tested this protocol and everybody that followed this nutrition protocol lost weight. So if this is something that is of real interest to you, do consider subscribing to this channel. So we are talking about what it takes to know for sure that you're going to be losing weight and not having to do the guessing and hoping game, right? Because that's where most of us are stuck. We put in a lot of effort, we give in our best, and when it comes to weighing in, the first week there is no result, second week, a month we try, and then we are like, no, this is too hard, this is not for me. We start blaming everybody on earth, your parents, your aunt, your genes, your metabolism, your medical condition, your doctor, name any person, you start blaming them, right? So 99% of the people don't do this, and that is the difference that it takes for successful people to not only lose the weight but to keep it for good. What happens when we start our weight loss journey? We start our weight loss journey with measuring our body weight first, right? You step on the scale, you see where you are, and then you say, I want to lose 10 or 20 kgs. Some people might go a little bit above and beyond that and measure their body size and say, here is where I'm starting, this is where I want to get to. I'm starting at size 10 or size 14, I want to get to size 2, size 4, size 8, whatever that is. So either you measure your body measurements or you look at the weighing scale as the yardstick for your starting point, right? What if you can do this a little bit differently? One word that I want you to remember is baseline. So you can think of this as M&Ms, baselining your M&Ms, right? So what does M and M stand for? M stands for mindset, N stands for nutrition, another M stands for movement, and S stands for sleep. So first we need to understand where is our body comfortable. So the first thing that you need to get your arms around, your hands on, is the mindset. What are the limiting beliefs that you're having that is stopping you from getting to the end result or your target? And you're like, come on, Neela, this is what everybody talks about. You too? That's only one part of it, but 80% of any success in any area, right, comes from the limiting beliefs and getting over the limiting beliefs and mastering your mindset. But that is a topic for a different video. So what I want to talk into today's video is baselining your nutrition part of it. And what does that mean? First, we need to understand what is the level of nutrition that my body is comfortable with. So when we say level of nutrition, I am going to focus on the macronutrition part of it, right? So we all know that giving a calorie deficit which is energy balance at the end of the day, right? Being in a negative energy balance is what is going to give me weight loss, which means that I have to consume less and I have to expend more. That is how I get into energy balance, which is a negative state, and that's how I lose weight. So we know calories are the key when it comes to losing weight. So we got to find out what your baseline calories are. What is the level of calories that your body is comfortably using that for survival, just to maintain yourself? We got to understand that first. Second, once we understand that, next what we need to understand is what is my baseline macros. My body is so comfortable taking in the food and breaking that into carbohydrates, proteins, fat and fiber, and that is what it is using as an energy source. So what is that baseline macros that my body is very comfortable with? So take 1 or 2 weeks to analyze this pattern when it comes to your nutrition. When I say nutrition, those are the 4 major areas that I'm talking about, right? Which is calories to begin with, and then your macros, which is your carbohydrates, fats, proteins and fiber. Where is my body baselining? So once you understand the nutrition, then you also take some time to understand what is the movement and activity levels I am giving that my body is comfortable using as its maintenance range, right? Once you begin to understand that, from there on, that is what your baseline is, that is your comfort zone. So you've got to really get a hang of these intricacies. Once you understand that, then you're going to move your comfort level, the bar, a little more higher in saying, okay, what does it take for me, for example, to lose like 1 or 2 kgs in the next 1 or 2 weeks? So what is the kind of deficit I need to give from my baseline for me to be able to get to the next level? And that is what you plan in terms of your nutrition and your movement. And once you keep working towards that level, constantly hitting it till your body starts to give in and starts to burn that fat, now you have a new baseline established. Now what most of us would do is, initially you would have lost some weight, right? Like say 5 kgs or 10 kgs, and then you're stuck in this place for long. What that means is that now that you have a new baseline, you've not taken the time to understand what the new baseline is, and even if you've understood what the new baseline is, you are not further moving beyond that new baseline to giving a new level of target for your body. So consistently, and most of us, what we do is we get into a diet and a workout plan and say we don't even know the baseline. We just randomly do something, like whether we do crash dieting or we get into a workout which is so hard and we give up. That is because you've not taken the time to understand what your comfort level is and push yourself only to a little bit extent that you're a little bit uncomfortable, but not way too uncomfortable. If you're way too uncomfortable, which is most people do, then you end up giving up. So understand what is the level at which my body is comfortable. From there, I got to just move to a little bit of an uncomfortable zone and be in that uncomfortable zone till my body becomes comfortable with that uncomfortable action that I'm taking, which means I'm forming new habits and patterns. And you will be surprised by how much comfortable your body can get when you push your body little by little. And then when you're getting comfortable with that area, you're saying, I am mastering this new level of discomfort. Then is when you're ready to give your body the next level of discomfort. But as you see, it is constantly looking at your nutrition and your movement to understanding where is my body getting comfortable with, and slowly working your way up through, pushing it a little by little. And this is where most people lose momentum, because they are not able to do this by themselves. Either you don't do enough action, and if you do enough action, it is not enough to produce momentum to keep the ball going. And even if you get a little bit of momentum, you don't see motivation because you're so looking at the scale, how your clothes fit, and you're not seeing the results, and that's when we give up. So I invite you to look at this completely from a different perspective when it comes to your baseline nutrition and baseline movement. And for you to keep that motivation on, you need to look at your baseline performance. How am I performing, right? What are the calories I am giving? What are the macros I am giving? What is the movement I am giving? How have I been performing for the last 12 weeks or 4 weeks? and have I made significant progress from my baseline over the last 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. If I've made significant progress, then eventually the results are going to catch up. I know that, but I'm going to slowly keep shifting my comfort level up and up and up, to the extent that I am going to start seeing results. I am not going to look at the outcome. I am going to be looking at my performance and making myself uncomfortable little by little and setting a new norm, becoming a better version of myself till I get to my target. Because my target is very, very clear. I know I need to get there, but I cannot get there overnight, because overnight success is not a thing. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens in a day. Nothing happens in a week. You got to be able to have that grit, patience and perseverance to push through this for months and months and get through this valley of disappointment that happens in the beginning of any journey, to experience the joy in the end, right? And this is exactly why I think if you've been trying this by yourself for a while, this is exactly why I think you need support and guidance, because you need someone, you need to hold someone accountable through this process. You need someone to reassure you, tell you that you're doing the right things and it's just a matter of time. You need someone to motivate you, saying that how proud they are of each and every small accomplishment that you're making, in addition to being the survival mode and maintaining your lifestyle. This is moving a little bit out of your comfort zone. So every time you move out of the comfort zone, you want someone to reassure you, saying that yes, you're doing a great job, and that is how you consistently keep taking action and keep making progress. If this is one area that you would love to work with me, specifically on the nutrition aspects, like I don't understand how to bring a calorie deficit, I don't understand what these macros are, that is something that I live each and every day for, because I've seen the magic of macros and a calorie deficit and the movements actually working wonders in my body. 46 kgs of those fat gone forever. But that is not the only yardstick that I have used to measure my progress. I've been able to walk more than 10 miles, walk and jog 10 miles every day. I've gotten from a person who can't even walk for 5 minutes or run for 5 minutes to a person that's almost doing half marathon every day. Now this is the level of performance that I am tracking to ensure that as I lose the fat, I'm getting more healthier day by day. I'm becoming a better version of myself, and that's how confidently I can say that if I put my focus, if you put your focus towards nutrition and macros, definitely that fat will melt away. It's just a matter of understanding the right framework, right protocol, and having someone to hold you accountable to get you through from here, from point A to point B, which is where your destination lies. So if you found this video helpful, do give it a like and share it with anyone for whom this video and this content might be helpful. If you are getting any value out of this video, do consider subscribing to this channel and do hit the bell notification. And if you really need support and guidance, I have a form below that you can fill in to have an opportunity to work with me. We will get into a call to see if I can support you and you can give me all the details, and if we can take this relationship to the next level so that I can help you in your transformation. If that is something that you really need help and support, do not hesitate to fill in the form below to get started with your weight loss transformation. I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe, take care.